was adding. Today, you know, it's a little break from the reaction vid, even though there will be one dropping probably after this video. But listen, I got a story to tell. Shout out to my boy Nate, because he helped me come with the idea to just remember this story that happened, right? So I'm like third grade. I'm 13, right? Not right now, but it's like I was 13 when this story took place. I was in Dallas, Texas. Actually, I'm not in Dallas no more. I'm in Cali. But I go to this middle school. If you in Texas and you know about Children's First Academy, then you the homie. But today we gonna be talking about the time I got caught with the dirty magazines in the class. Hold on. Just let that settle. I'm kind of exposing myself right now. Thanks, Nate. Anyway, so basically, I found the magazine originally. I found it in my room, and me and my brother were sleeping in the same room at the time. So more than likely, it was his. But I'm just a young, impressionable 13-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just getting into looking at girls. You know, I'm trying to see what the cheeks look like. I'm trying to see what the testicles look like. You know, not the testicles, because that's a pause. I'm talking about the chesticles. You know what I'm saying? The chest sectionals. I'm trying to see all of that. I'm trying to see what it look like. So I found the magazine, and over the span of a week, I'm just going ham with the magazine. I'm in the bathroom, I'm in the shower, I'm in the living room, I'm out in the open, I'm outside, just beating. When I say beating, listen, just beating. Play the clip. Listen, so like, it's like I was beating so much. You know, I was just like, yo, I gotta really stop. So I tried to stop it. It was cool, I stopped. But I was telling one of my friends about it one day on the way to school. It was on a bus. There was a bus that used to come pick me up like super like early in the morning. And I told one of my homies about it, my homie Xavier. He probably still in Dallas, low key. But my homie Xavier, I told him about this porn magazine. I don't really remember the name of it, but I don't know the girls who was in there, but I appreciate them for helping me bus. Anyway, so I was telling him about it, and he was like, yeah man, I want to see it. Like, I want to see it, because I guess he just ain't never saw nothing like that before, because we was about the same age, and I was cool with Zay because we both played football, and like it was cool. But so the next day I came to school, I got the mag in my backpack, right? And this is where the story gets interesting. So like, normally I go to the front of the bus and I sit just in the front of the bus because that's where the seats would normally were. But since I knew Xavier sat in the back of the bus, I went straight to the back. So my bus driver already knew what was he already knew something was off. So I mean, I just tried to play it off. But listen, when you 13 and you got NEKKIDs in your backpack, you ain't, listen, I'm talking about the cheese on your face. Boy, I was walking around school like this all day. Just so bad. Yeah, I was looking like that. It was bad, but okay. So I show Zay when he get on the bus. I'm looking. We just looking at it. We just flipping pages. Yeah, just looking at it. It was cool. Now that I think back on it, that was low key sus. Like, I just had like, I'll explain it once we get to the part where I get off the bus. Okay, so I'm on the bus and I'm showing Xavier, and Xavier's cousin gets on the bus like 2 stops after him. Name was Matthew, right? So me, Xavier, Matthew, we both sitting in the back. We looking. Then it was another dude that went to my school named Albert, right? So he get on the bus, and all 4 of us is just dazzled by this magazine, right? Just looking at it, I'm like, yo, oh my God, like I didn't know I didn't know that this was going down in the world. Like, you know, like I saw it, like I saw Beyonce, you know what I'm saying? I saw Kim Possible, you know what I'm saying? Like, I saw Penny Proud, but like I'm saying, like I ain't really see nothing real like that. Unless it was like the hub, but I didn't get into that till like after. But we get to school, right? And now that I get to the point that we get off the bus, I just thought about how sus that was. It was just me and 3 other niggas sitting there looking at a bunch of NEKKIDs. That's what I'm gonna call the magazine. I'm gonna just call them a bunch of NEKKIDs. Let's call them a bunch of we was looking at a bunch of NEKKIDs. Just 4 hard niggas in the back. Just it's just like I was like thinking about how sus that is. Like listen, ladies, I love you. That's all I'm saying. Like if you roll that way, they cool, but like I just like women. But anyway, cool. So we get off the bus. We all 4 of us just walk straight into the cafeteria because it's breakfast time. And we looking at it in the breakfast line. We looking at it when we get breakfast. We sat down at the tables. We looking at it, and I'm like, man, this is crazy, yo. I was like, all right, now I'm gonna put it in my backpack because it's time to go to class. So I'm in class, and Xavier wants to see it because we had this teacher named Mr. Rowe, and Mr. Rowe was like super cool. Like he was like the coolest teacher at the school, right? And Mr. Rowe like kept looking at me and Xavier because we just kept smiling. And I noticed him looking, and I was like, nah, man, I can't take it out. And Xavier was like, man, get it out the backpack. I won't see it. I was like, I can't take it out because Mr. Rowe watching. Mr. Rowe, like, he just kept looking at me. And I was like, man, listen, go outside. Okay. And this was my plan. Whoa, why the camera got blurry? Chill out, camera. So I went to the bathroom and I left it in the bathroom. And Mr. Rowe already knew something was up because I had my backpack on, and I never really have my backpack on when I go to the bathroom. So I left the magazine in the bathroom. Then Xavier, he goes and gets it, and he's looking at it in there, and then he brings it back. He didn't take his backpack, so he doesn't have a way to hide it when he walks back into the classroom. So he just walks back in the classroom with it in his hand, and Mr. Rowe was just like, what you got there? And then Xavier's like, I ain't got nothing. And so he sits down. Mr. Rowe already kind of knows what's up. Well, he don't know exactly what's up, but he knows something's going on, something fishy, you know? So Xavier does the stupidest thing he could have possibly done, yo. Like Mr. Rowe walks over to him to get whatever, like get what he had, the bunch of NEKKIDs, and Xavier just chucks it across the room, yo. He just throws it across the room, right? And it lands directly in front of my desk. And me and Matthew, we used to sit next to each other. So Matthew was trying to scramble and get it, and I was trying to scramble and get it. And we was on the floor looking like we was looking for a fumble. Like, it was crazy, bro. Like, so Mr. Rowe walks over to me. he's like, I just saw that. What y'all got over here? And he was like, if y'all don't show me, I'm gonna have to take y'all outside. Had to take y'all outside to the principal. Because the principal, like, nobody liked her. She was like super mean, but that's any principal. But so Matthew ended up showing him because he was the one that scooped the fumble or the bunch of NEKKIDs off the ground, right? And then he gives it to Mr. Rowe, and me being real, like I couldn't let him take the fall for that. And I was just like, listen, it's mine, Mr. Rowe. Listen, it's mine. And then Mr. Rowe was like, I appreciate the fact that you told me that, but you still gotta go to the principal. And when we walked outside, tell me why Mr. Rowe looking at it too. We walking up the hallway, he looking like, where you get this from? Why he flipping the pages though? Like really, like he was really trying to, he was really trying to look at it. I was like, man, this is crazy. I mean, I got suspended for 3 days. I came back. I was a legend. You know what I'm saying? That's basically the end of the story, you know. My mom wasn't even mad at me, to be real. She wasn't even mad. Yeah, man, that's it. That's the time I got caught with a bunch of NEKKIDs at school. That's I hope y'all enjoyed that story of me just exposing myself like that, but You know what I'm saying? We gonna get back to you on the next one. Tell your mama I love her. Tell your auntie that I'm a player in dominoes and I'm gonna give her this work. But for right now, that's gonna be it. I'm out.